Every time we turn on the tap and wash our hands, the water passes down the sink towards the sewage network, where a series of pipes and tubes, interconnected to every street of our villages, towns and cities, are responsible for carrying it to the wastewater treatment plant. Then it runs through a series of complex systems where modern technologies purify it. All processes involved in the water management cycle require a lot of energy. In fact, almost a third of water treatment costs come from electricity consumption. Water treatment waste, called sludge, surprisingly contains a high amount of organic matter, which can be stored under anaerobic conditions in big vessels called digesters, producing high quantities of biogas, that is, methane, carbon dioxide and other minor components.
In most of the wastewater treatment plants, only a third part of the biogas is used in the plant, while the rest, around 70%, is available for other energetic applications.
This surplus can be used in microturbines or internal combustion engines which allow simultaneous generation of heat and electricity. However, there are other technologies which use biogas more efficiently and minimize CO2 emissions.
The BIOCELL project, coordinated by Setaqua with the participation of EMOASA, Suez Environment and Degremont, is financed by LIFE program of European Commission. This project has investigated the most efficient technologies for on-site biogas energy utilization, the fuel cells. It's an ambitious project since these cells are a very innovative technology, and the fact of powering them with sewage biogas implies an extra technological challenge.
Fuel cells are devices made of 3 elements or layers. They can be seen as a sandwich in which a slice of bread is an anode in contact with the fuel. Inside the sandwich, there is an electrolyte containing free ions, and the other slice is the cathode in contact with the oxygen in the air. In a fuel cell, hydrogen gets in contact with the anode, where through a catalyst, usually platinum, it dissociates into a proton and an electron which travel to the other layer of the cell. On the cathode side, oxygen in the air captures the hydrogen's electron and proton, thus closing the electricity and the ion circuits and producing water. This is how an electric current is created.
Fuel cells directly convert the chemical energy within the fuel into electrical energy. That's much more efficiency in comparison to conventional cogeneration technologies, because chemical energy must be first converted into thermal energy, then into mechanical energy, and finally into electrical energy. Overall, the electrical efficiency can be as high as 50 to 60%. Furthermore, the high efficiency of the electrochemical reaction allows for low emissions of pollutants to be discharged into the atmosphere.
However, it is necessary to clean the biogas as much as possible, because fuel cells require a fuel with a high level of purity, or else materials in the cell are degraded rapidly and lose efficiency. This cleaning process must completely eliminate hydrocarbons and sulfur, silicon and halogenated compounds. This purification process is actually the biggest technology challenge in the use of biogas produced in wastewater treatment plants. The BIOCELL project has focused in studying proton exchange membrane fuel cells, which operate at 50 to 60 degrees centigrade, and solid oxide fuel cell, which operate at 800 to 1000 degrees C. From 2009 until mid-2012, 2 pilot plants have been operated, and results will allow evaluating these technologies from a technical, economic and environmental point of view.
The wastewater treatment plant in Mataró was built in 1997 and collects wastewater from many towns and villages in the Maresme region. Mataró, Argentona, Dosrius, Cabrils, Vilassar de Dalt, Vilassar de Mar and Cabrera de Mar. With a treatment capacity of 30,000 cubic meters per day, presents a conventional treatment with pretreatment, primary settling and activated sludge biological reactor. The completely treated effluent is sent to the sea. The digestion part was built in 2006 and consists of a primary and secondary sludge thickening, 2 anaerobic digesters, and digested sludge centrifugation. The dehydrated sludge is recycled to agriculture, thus achieving a complete recycling of the final product.
Here, an SOFC has been installed. It takes a small area of the biogas energy recovery plant. In this tower, called bio-trickling filter, biogas travels from bottom to top through wet filters where bacteria break down the hydrogen sulfide contained in biogas. This is how the concentration of pollutants can be reduced from 3,500 ppm to 200 ppm. It is a remarkable reduction, but still insufficient to be introduced in the fuel cell.
The biogas follows a second process called polishing, where it will undergo the necessary cleaning processes prior to the fuel cell. At first, the biogas will be driven through ferric hydroxide filters to completely remove the remaining H2S. Afterwards, the gas is refrigerated and led to activated carbon filters, removing its siloxanes and other organic pollutants.
This is how we managed to lower the concentration of biogas to 1 part per million of sulfur compounds and 0.5 milligrams per cubic meter of silicon compounds. Real-time analysis of methane, carbon dioxide, oxygen and hydrogen sulfide are carried out regularly, and there are 8 online measuring points installed in different areas of the plant. Pollutants, which cannot be measured online, are analysed periodically in an external lab. The fuel integration of fuel cells with biogas treatment technologies and the analysis and control system make up an innovative design unique to the BIOCELL project. The biological process does not use reagents and it does not generate waste because the water used is treated at the plant without additional cost. Finally, purified biogas enters the 2.8 kilowatt SOFC, which operates at 850 degrees centigrade. Besides electricity, hot water at 50 degrees C is also produced. Observed net electrical and thermal efficiencies have been of 40% and of 35%, global efficiency being of 75%.
The Murcia Este installation is a treatment plant of urban wastewater with a capacity of 100,000 meters cubic per day. It is one of the 93 facilities managed by SAMUR, which stands for Entidad de Saneamiento y Depuración de la Región de Murcia. Wastewater coming from Murcia City is treated by means of an A2O biological process of activated sludge, reducing the content of organic matter and nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus in the treated water. The sludge produced is thickened by gravity and flotation, and then is stabilized by anaerobic digestion. 2 subproducts are obtained in this process: biogas with a high energetic content and stabilized sludge, which is managed for its application in agriculture.
Here, a PEMFC has been installed. In order to clean the gas, a chemical scrubber with sodium hydroxide has been installed in this plant, which allows hydrogen sulfide concentration to be reduced from 4,000 ppm to only 10 ppm. This is a highly efficient system, but unlike the biological system, it uses a lot of reagents. Later, the gas is completely cleaned after a polishing stage similar to the process followed in Mataró. After the cleaning, biogas goes through an additional process called reforming that turns it into hydrogen.
The system and conditions for the biogas reforming process installed in this plant has been specially designed for the BIOCELL project since, at present day, there is no commercial equipment with these characteristics in the market. In particular, a process called dry biogas reforming has been developed which does not require water addition. The reformed gas contains 40 to 50% of hydrogen and less than 50 ppm of carbon monoxide.
Only after these reforming stages this gas is ready to be introduced into a 3 kilowatt PEMFC, which operates at 65 degrees centigrade.
In fact, this process is the same that the one used for the SOFC fuel cell, but with more stages in order to adapt the gas to the requirements of the low-temperature fuel cells. Even so, it's important to emphasize that the study of the application of biogas in PEM fuel cells is very relevant because, although the upstream process is more energetically expensive, the obtained electrical performance is very high.
The plant is highly automated, and the process involves several online sensors and sample extraction points which ease quality control of the reformed gas, assuring it meets the requirements of the fuel cell. Net electricity efficiency of the PEMFC pilot is between 30 to 35%. The BIOCELL project has achieved its main target, proving that fuel cells can be fed with biogas, producing clean electricity and heat in a more efficient way than traditional cogeneration systems.
We have shown throughout the operation of the PEM and the SOFC pilot plants that fuel cells are very sensitive technology. They require highly reliable biogas treatment, as it is very important to fuel the cell with a constant and high-quality gas and with no interruptions. As wastewater treatment plant operators, it is our responsibility to guarantee this high-quality biogas supply. We have shown throughout the project that this goal is achievable as long as the treatment technologies are properly designed and operated.
Alvar is totally committed to reduce the energy consumption and environmental impact of the processes involved in the water management cycle. If we want to achieve energy self-sufficiency in wastewater treatment, it's necessary to dispose of technologies that allow a high-efficient biogas utilization.
The project has also proved that manufacturing costs of PEMFC and SOFC are not competitive enough yet when compared to current cogeneration systems. Moreover, further long-term tests are needed in order to assess the effects of biogas pollutants on fuel cells and their performance. Before this technology reaches the market, more demonstration projects will be needed in order to overcome the mentioned obstacles. Both biogas producers and treatment technology providers, as well as fuel cell manufacturers, need to work together to achieve this objective.